Hey guys, MultiClassicGamer here. Welcome back to more Let's Play Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. In the previous episode, we took on Arctic Antics, and we also took on the dreaded Coral Canyon, you know, just to celebrate Fern's birthday. And in this episode, well, also that, not only that, but also because those were two levels that were requested. And in this episode, we're going to be taking on, if we have no time, I'll try to take on both levels, but we're going to be doing... Crap, what was the first one? I'm remembering one of them. One of them is Cortex Vortex. And the other level is... Crap, I can't remember what the level was. It just I had that name of that level in my head the moment before I started recording. Now I don't even remember what it was. Crap. Oh, now I remember. It's Fahrenheit Frenzy. Crap, yeah. Okay. Well, what should we do first? Let's do Cortex Vortex first. Personally, I don't know about you guys, but I really like Cortex Vortex, personally. Like, I don't know why. It should be my least favorite level of the game, but actually that credit for that goes to Coral Canyon. But as for this level, I don't know, I just really like levels that, you know, because pretty much if a level is one of the last levels of the game, it usually does end up being on my favorite list, because, you know, it's obviously it's obviously one of the most difficult levels, and, you know, but usually it's not too difficult, so that's why, you know, I like these levels, because they tend to have one of the best, you know, balances between, you know, being difficult and easy. And as you can see, I skipped the clock there. That's because I decided that I'm going to go for the other gem first, because let me tell you, I'm telling you right now, the second gem for this level, not count, and by the second gem I mean not the one that you get for getting all the crates, but the... How about I refer to those gems from now on as the color gems, you know, because the white gems are the ones you get, well, obviously white is a color, but you know what I mean, okay? The white gem is the one that you get for getting all the, for destroying all the crates in level, but the color gems are the ones you get for doing the slightly more difficult objective, which is taking the secondary pass for these levels. And why did I do that? That was really stupid. Okay. Why am I still talking? I should be cutting up to where the thing is, but you know, there's really no point in doing that since it's not really gonna take that long. At least I don't think it's going to take that long. You know, I just want to, I don't know, maybe I just don't like cutting this early in the episode, so I guess I'm not gonna do it. You know, it can't possibly take that long to get to the gem. Am I right? I know you guys would probably want me to cut, you know, because you don't want to sit here, you know, watching me go through the same exact crap that you watched me go through a few episodes ago. And I can respect that, you know, I'd feel the same way if I was watching LP. I mean, God, I just took this level on 3 episodes ago, so why do you guys have to sit here and watch me go through it again? Well, you're gonna have to now. Wait, what? What? Oh crap, that's right. I can't do this one yet. I'm serious, I can't do this one yet. I thought I could. This is one of those gems where you don't necessarily like make it up to a level without dying, but I mean make it up to a certain point level without dying. But it's actually one of those gems you unlock by getting a gem in another level. And I seriously forgot what that other level was. I thought it was Arctic Antics. Like for some reason I thought that gem was blue. But actually, I'm thinking of another level. That gem is actually green. The one in Cortex Vortex is. So, where do you get the green gem? Oh yes, now I remember. That's Medieval Madness. No, not Medieval Madness. It's what's the level? Is this Medieval Madness? No, it's Wizards and Lizards. Yeah. I guess I confused Wizards and Lizards with Medieval Madness because someone actually requested Medieval Madness, but we're not gonna be doing that level yet. So, I guess we can't do Cortex Vortex yet until we do Wizards and Lizards, so maybe I'll have to do that in this episode. I don't know. Well, let's just do Fahrenheit Frenzy and decide what to do next after that, okay? Oh, I see a developer time there. I'm not gonna go for it. 2 minutes? No way. You know, when you got a level like Fahrenheit Frenzy, you know, where I actually have to. Wait a second. Is this one of those levels where it has 2 gems? I'm not sure if it does. I wasn't paying attention there. I should have been, but you know what? I'm missing on the white gem for this level anyway, so we need to go for this first. Yeah. So I guess we can't do a time trial yet, but that's okay. Did I miss again? You gotta be kidding me. I'll meet you guys right back here. course, I decided to kill myself over going back to Warp Room and come back, because that's a lot faster. So I guess in that regard, I didn't have to necessarily cut, but there we go. So yeah, this is the crate right here that I missed last time. It's easy to miss this one because it's right behind this, you know, flame right here. So you're not going to notice until you pass, and by then it's like too late to go back and get it because they stupidly designed it so that you cannot go backwards on this thing, and I don't know why they would do that, you know. But then again, it's kind of understandable because the thing that's propelling you forward is not facing the other direction. So, you know, it makes sense they cannot go backwards, but still, you know, it would have been nice to be able to do that, you know, in case you miss any of the crates here and you're going for the white crate. But I guess they didn't really, you know, take that into account because maybe they wanted it to be more difficult or something like that. I don't know. You know, I don't know, so I'm just not going to talk about it any further. So far, you know, when you're going for the white gem, checkpoints are actually your friend, you know, because, you know, if you go back to checkpoints, it still counts as getting all the crates you got up to that point at that checkpoint. So, thankfully, you can die when you're doing these, you know, as long as you take the checkpoints, because, you know, then you won't have to start over the entire level. You can just continue from where the checkpoint is, which is pretty cool. That's what I like about getting the white gems over the stupid speed runs. Those just suck no matter what, you know, because, you know, that's probably my least favorite part of getting the relics, you know, and doing the speed runs. That's that you have to go through the entire level in one try, you know, and that's definitely not the way it is in most Crash games, because, you know, what's funny is that the funniest thing about the Crash games is generally the death animations. I don't know. Because they usually tend to get pretty creative with those, actually. So, but yeah, not really much to say. We're going through Fahrenheit Frenzy now and getting the white gem, finally. And, yeah, there was another reason why I didn't get the white gem last time. If you guys remember correctly, it's because, you cannot actually do the bonus area for Fahrenheit Frenzy until you get a certain power-up. And I can't remember what that power-up was. But I'm pretty sure it's one that you cannot... Well, it's one that you get later on, and I'm pretty sure... I can't remember which one it was. I know it's not the double jump, because obviously you already have it at this point, so... I can't remember exactly what power-up I was trying to talk about when I was doing this. But simply put, going through this level the first time, you're definitely not going to be able to get the white gem. Definitely not, because I'm telling you... Like... Well, then again, I'm pretty sure the bonus area is possible. Maybe it's just because it's too difficult or something. Maybe that's why I didn't do it. I don't know. I'll probably never figure it out unless I actually go back to the episode. But, you know, obviously I'm not the person who's going to do that because, you know, it's my own LP and just, I'm just not really a big fan of listening to myself talk, you know. I know you guys are, but, well, you know, obviously that's why you like watching my videos. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know why people like watching my videos so much, you know, because... You know, obviously, if I'm the one making them, I'm not going to know myself why people watch them. You know, it's up to the... You know, there's all kinds of different reasons why people watch my videos. I'm pretty sure each person has their own reasons, so, you know. And obviously, one of those reasons is bound to be the commentary, so... You know, I don't know. But then again, that's usually what the case is when it comes to Let's Plays, you know. You know, other times, it's either the commentary or the gameplay, actually. I'm going to take a hit, because, you know, it's just... getting the timing on the thing is just, it's just not worth it. Okay, I'm gonna double jump over these TNTs because I want to get that life really badly. Even though there's no point to it. I mean, I've got 99 lives. I can't get any more. So there's no point to that, this power-up. So I don't know why why I'm putting all this effort into getting it, but there you have it. We don't really need to do that. I'm gonna destroy these nitro crates anyways because they're just a pain in the ass. That's what they are. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be taking risks, but I'm doing it anyway, so there we go. I'm not going for that life, because it's definitely not worth the risk, that's for sure. Okay. Let's continue on. Let's go! Why am I saying that? Why am I talking like I'm playing a Mario game? I'm not playing a Mario game. This is a Crash game where you get crashed, basically. What's up with these things up here? Are they supposed to shoot fire down, make it even more difficult than it already is? Because they're not really doing their job. They're not throwing their fire at us or whatever. But whatever, can't really complain about that. You know, it just makes this bonus area all the more bearable, I suppose. And look at that, we got on the first try, man. What the heck? Of course, it took me like several tries to finally give up on the bonus area, you know, initial run of this level. Now I'm getting on the first try. What the heck is that, man? Jeez, was I really just a pussy when I originally went through this level or something? I don't know. I'm going to go with that being the case. Maybe I didn't have to say pussy there. Maybe I could have just said, you know, wuss or whatever. I don't know. There's all kinds of different things I could have said there. And here we are in the X-rays again. And why did I do that? Seriously? What the heck was that, man? You really need to be being careless like that? Just because you have Aku with you? It's selfish, man. That's just selfish. I mean, you're killing Aku for your own selfishness, you know? How pathetic is that? Okay. And out to the X-rays we come. And look at me. I come out unscathed and cancer-free. Why am I talking like that? I shouldn't be talking about cancer, you know? People are dying from that, man. You're just sitting here making jokes about it. It's not cool. It's so not cool. Okay. Jeez. You know, I don't know what to do, because Revenge of the Flying Dutchman is going to be over soon, you know? It's, in fact, as you guys are watching this is actually going up the day before the finale for the Let's Play is going up, so, you know, I gotta think of something to replace Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, you know, because now I'm gonna have 3 free days each week open once the LP's over next week, and is this gonna do it? Please tell me. Yes, it is. All right, we finally got the Y gem for Fahrenheit Frenzy, and yay on that. At least now I'll get a chance to, you know, to see if there's a second gem here or not. If there isn't, then thank God, because now all we have to do is get the speed run of this level down. You know what? Okay, so there's only the relic. Alright, well, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to meet you guys back at Fahrenheit Frenzy, because we want to save time here, because, you know, I don't want to... You know, I just don't want you guys to sit through another loading screen, so I'll meet you guys back at Fahrenheit Frenzy. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to go for that developer time. I know it's suicidal, but I'm going to go for it. And I'm assuming the developer time is actually what you have to get in order to get the Platinum Relic. So, you know, if that's the case, then obviously I'm going to have to go for it eventually. You know, especially when I revisit this LP years from now. Again, not going to make a big deal over crates I missed from now on, because that's obviously something you don't have to worry about, okay? But what you do have to worry about is dying, because that'd be the worst thing that could possibly happen during a speed run, that's for sure. You know, unless you do it for speedrunning tactics, yeah, that's another story. Another story, it's for another time, that's not now. Please don't get hit by lasers. Oh my god, you jinxed yourself. Okay, let's try again. Trying again, get that developer's time in. Why am I suddenly talking Western? I don't know why. Even though I do live in the West, but it's not the Old West. Definitely not the Old West if it's 2013. Oh god. Come on. Don't stop for anything, not even a crate that blocks your way. Okay. Here we go. We're almost at the point where I died last time, and it's nice not to die. It's nice to know that I didn't die for once. Thank you. No, this is where I died last. Okay, sorry about that. Crap, I'm not gonna go for that. There we go. Please make. Oh my god, dude, stop scaring me like this. You gotta stop. This is not the time to be scaring me like that. It's definitely not. Definitely no time for that. Definitely got no time for that. I definitely got no time for that. But I do have time for Aku, that's for sure. He's totally worth it to waste my time for the stupid thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The speed run, sorry. Yeah, Aku's definitely worth, you know, going out of your way to get, because you want to be able to take hits when you're going through this, definitely. If personally, I would be a much more angry about losing a life than I would be with getting a bad time, because I'm telling you right now, it's definitely. I'd much rather be able to take a hit than, you know, not have a chance to gain the developer's time, because right now we're already like halfway through that time, so we really need to start booking it here. Okay. I don't survive, that's for sure. Okay. Okay, one thing I should definitely mention right now is how funny it is that the time still goes after you die. I mean, that's one way to add insult to injury, I guess, you know. Just keep the timer going as the speedrunner dies. That's hilarious, you know. Why did I do that? Seriously, why did I do that? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. It starts with a song. No, I'm not gonna sing. I'm just kidding. I don't even know where I got that from. That was no reference to any TV show whatsoever. Unless there is a TV show that says it like that, then that was not an intentional reference. But obviously, if I don't know about the TV series, maybe it doesn't count as reference. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright. Watch me not make it this time. Watch me get so close to the end and then die and then, like, freak out just like I did in Coral Canyon. Of course, in Coral Canyon, that's actually a level that I actually hate. Fahrenheit Frenzy. I don't hate it. I just don't like the speedrun for this level. You know how much I enjoyed this level doing the speed. Heck, I was willing to record this game at 6:30 in the morning just to do this episode where I did this, level. So, yeah, you can definitely tell my love for Fahrenheit Frenzy stays true to this day. I almost took a hit there. Definitely not worth it, as they say in MCG land. But what they don't say is get hit by lasers, that's for sure. Wait a second. Did you notice how... That's weird. So when you're invisible, apparently the texture changes when you spin. That's kind of odd. Definitely going for the extra rock. And those extra seconds. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Well, again, I could have used that speedrun technique. Yeah, because, I took a hit, but I was still able to go through, Still able to go through. Okay. This time, don't screw up. Let's hit the crates and then go. Go. Definitely don't go there. That was dumb. Okay. Thank God for that extra Aqua because I would have been screwed there. I didn't have Aqua with me right here, my best friend. Second account, thank you. Yes, it does. That counts as getting hit. Hit. Please hit those things. Thank you. God. Stop screwing up, man. You don't need to be screwing up this late in the speed run. What the heckies, man. Please don't. Thank you. Please don't. Thank you. What the heck? Did I seriously make it? Did I make the developer's time? I did. But I got the Sapphire. What the heck? The developer's time said 2 minutes. Are those, like, purposely made easy for you? I don't know why, because they put a Platinum Relic right next to the developer's time, yet I got a Sapphire for getting 1 minute and 22 seconds. That's odd. Still, we got the Sapphire, so I'm happy with that. It's fine. Something's better than nothing, as they always say. 18 minutes, jeez. Should I keep this? Then again, there was some cutting, but... I'm kind of debating here if I should continue on or not. Because, we could do... Yeah, we could do Wizards and Lizards in the next episode. As well as Cortex Vortex. So that way I would take care of both requests, and I would have a... Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so, next time on Let's Play Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, we will take on Wizards and Lizards, which will allow us to do Cortex Vortex, which we will also do in the same episode as well, if we have enough time, okay? So, I will see you guys then. MultiClassicGamer signing out. Sorry I only had time to do one level in this episode, but that's just the way it's going to be for most of the time as we do this. And also, sorry if I'm taking a while to get through to each individual request. So obviously, it's going to take a while to do that, since I can only do like 1 or 2 level per episode and getting a lot of requests, so... And also, one more thing I should mention, I'd like to add another rule here. Please do not request the same level twice, okay? There was actually one person who did that in the previous episode. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to embarrass them, but, actually I probably did just by mentioning the fact that they did it, but, some people are going to go looking at them, but, yeah, I'm just letting you guys know, okay? Because I didn't specify this before, so don't blame them. Yeah, please do not request the same level twice. I'm only counting this, like, for one person, It's okay if 2 people request the same level, because then that just gives me more incentive to do level. But what I mean is, like, please don't like, one person should not request 2 level, the same level twice. That's what I mean, okay? So, with all that mentioned, I will see you guys next episode. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.